played it safe your whole life. So let's get naughty and break a couple rules tonight. Sneak in a movie no one will ever know. Then run on private property and hold each other close. Beneath the moonlight, I've got a fun idea. Lean and kiss a cheek and gently whisper in your ear. Let's steal a car tonight. Commit a felony with me and drive until the sunrise. Let's steal a motherfucking car tonight. Be young and alive. So let's commit some crimes.
Hey, I like you.
I got your flowers, let's get some coffee. Look deep in my eyes and tell me about your family. We can hold hands, then you can watch me shoot cocaine into my eyes and rock a memory. Let's steal some art tonight. What's a few Picassos when you're on a sexy date heist? Let's steal some precious fucking art tonight. We're young and alive. We cross some state lines.
We could go a little more traditional, go for a walk, watch a movie. Actually, there's a really nice flower exhibit at the Botanical Gardens. Ninja Brian was just telling me about that last week. He loved it. Wait, you know what? Fuck it!
Let's kill some guy tonight. We're holding hands and laughing while we shank 'em in the starlight. Let's take a motherfucking life tonight. We're young and alive. Which I can say for that guy. Yeah. Let's kill 5 guys tonight. Then share a cherry cola while we blast a savage drive-by. Let's kill 10 guys tonight.
You know what? First date, let's pump the brakes on the murders.
Let's kill 5 guys tonight. I'll take you back to your place and we'll craft a perfect alibi. Man, we had fun tonight. We're young and alive. And you can call me anytime.
Good first date. Want to do it again next week? No? Oh, all right.
Are we live? Yes, so we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to an exciting Friday stream where today I took the day off work. It's what I consider my once a month extra long weekend. No, we are not live. Fight me, little pink. Because I want to. Because that's me. It gives me extra sleep, good recovery time, and one stream a month I gotta do early Friday with all of y'all. And today we are hippity hopping our asses back into some Slay the Spire 2. We've done a dedicated day to the Necrobinder. We've done a dedicated day to the Regent. We've done a dedicated day to the Silent. And today, we're dedicating to my least favorite and the character I do the absolute unreservedly worst at, the Ironclad. I hope y'all are ready. I am going to be so much worse than usual today, but, before we hippity hop our asses into all of that, I have a simple question for all of y'all. How have your weeks been? How are your weekends shaping up to be? And most importantly, how are you all doing today? Hi, YouTube chat. How you doing, Darnaz? How's your fucking day been, my guy? Well, Pink, why do you not want us to be live? Is it because you have been here for 5 years and 18 days? Do you wish for time to stop, little Pink? Is that your hope? It's my hope. God damn, y'all make me feel so old sometimes. All you guys gotta do is roll up and explain to me how long you've been watching me, and I go, ugh, no, that's not real. None of that's real. That's all fake. All of that is fake news. Absolutely, unrepentantly fake. How are y'all doing? I have had, honestly, very uneventful week. Very uneventful week. V, thank you for the 5 years, 18. Goddamn hot tub crew. 15 or 5 years, 18 days, and 18 hours, my guy. I'm taking leaves. Oh, I'm raking leaves. Hell yeah. We are getting up to fall. That is one thing I'm very interested about. So my mom teaches. My mom was telling me about how much longer is left in her school year this year. And I was like, oh yeah, I never really keep track of that. And it's like essentially like a week and a half, 2 weeks, that's left. And I was wondering what that's going to do for traffic. I have no clue what actual effect, like school being in or out is going to have on LA traffic. I'm very interested to see. I will report to y'all if I notice a specific change, but who knows? We'll see. We'll definitely see. So I hope all of y'all are getting ready for summer break. I don't know if Sour's here. Sour's one of the few people I know is a college boy right now. I don't know if any of y'all are still doing schooling. Darness, thank you for the 5 years, 18 days, and 8. I had to come over here just for the nice Darness. Complete stay in YouTube chat. How you doing? How you doing? It's been helping my job move shops this week. Mostly been being the person answering the phones and emails still. Okay. I mean, I've mentioned this before. I find work is very funny. I had to pop in just to do that. Yeah, I know, Darness. Yeah, I know. I know what you're doing. I've mentioned before that when I was doing video game testing and I had to spend like half a month building security crates for my job. I'm very sad to hear it's mostly just phone stuff because I could just imagine, depending on your job, having to do like helping them move shop of just suddenly you're basically on a moving crew. It's something where you're like, I don't want to do this forever, but honestly, for like a week or two, this is a pretty good change of pace. I wish I could remember. I wish I could remember when I saw this because this was a long time ago. There was someone who was performing a study trying to prove like certain hours of work being more efficient than others. Like they did a study where they're like, oh, we're gonna have everybody on the normal 8 hours a day, this many days a week. Then we're gonna do like a 4-10 schedule. We're gonna do, and they did like a few different schedules, like shifting people between how many days of the week they worked. Sometimes they even do normal 8 hours, but they do a whole week on, whole week off sort of thing. And the number one thing they found is that efficiency, like people's productivity, spiked for the first week of every schedule change and then slowly returned to basically the same average over time. And their takeaway was people just like to change the schedule from time to time. Their takeaway was it's real hard to figure out what is or isn't going to be better because it's going to take us a month of doing a schedule before this initial burst of productivity from just changing the schedule goes away. And it's something I find very goofy. It's something I find very, very funny. I think optimal is 3-1-2-1. Wait, 3-1-2-1? Is that days? Hours? What are you talking about? So the optimal schedule is a change of pace? Yeah, apparently. I don't know, little pig. Like I said, this was probably a good like 8 years ago or so that I came across this article. This is old. I don't know how substantiated it was. I was either high school or like college, so it wasn't like I was cross-referencing the data or anything on it. But it was very funny to read. And there was something about it that rang true in my head. Something where it's like, yeah, if you could 3 days on, 1 day off, 2 days on, one off. So a constant schedule change is what that sounds like. Like, not exactly, obviously. But I don't know. I don't like the idea of a 1 day off. I don't like that. I like having multiple days. For me, 3 days off, I really like. I really like having 3 days off because it gives you 1 day to over rest from your week, 1 day to really enjoy your day off, and 1 day to stress about going back to work. Right now, with the current weekend, you have 1 day to overrest and 1 day to stress about going back to work. I feel like you really need that day in the middle to not be like overcompensating for not having to go to work and to not be stressing about going to work the next day. So that's where I'm like, I feel like a 3 day rest period alone is like at least gets you one really good day there, which is why I like it. I agree. The best schedule is less work. Very true. Nah, that's true. Nah, that's true. Yeah, I think my niece's last week of school for the year is next week. Yeah, yeah, no. So I hope y'all are getting ready for summer. And for everyone out there, because of things that have been happening recently, just to give the opportunity to give all of y'all the warning heads up, I highly recommend for any of you who own vehicles to just go wherever you can and just get one emergency bottle of motor oil, okay? Like one bottle of motor oil. When you take your car in to get the oil, like even if you don't change your own oil, if you're going to take your car to get your motor oil changed, you bring that bottle in with you and you have them use it. There's been, as many of you probably know, there's been a bit of an oil crisis going on. And apparently, while people have been very, like, concerned about gasoline, so they make reserves, there's emergency plans, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that like people prepare for gasoline shortages for, but apparently there's been a bit of under preparing for motor oil right now. So my car's in the shop right now. Oil change is part of that. All right, that's good. That's good. If you're getting it done right now, then that should be fine. But I've been hearing some news about motor oil that's been a little more concerning than other things. So that's just me gonna say like don't do the COVID toilet paper thing. Don't stock up on that shit. All types of oil, motor oil, gasoline only keeps for so long anyway. And depending on how hard you're running your car, it's not like you're gonna be changing it constantly or frequently. But just having one bottle squirreled away right now is probably a good plan for a lot of people. So that's my little doomsday prep news for all of y'all. That's the only thing I'm gonna say on all that. Okay. School being out should lower traffic a little bit, I think, except in touristy areas on the weekend. I think your weekends will be worse. But you think my week? I don't know, because like summer comes with like summer camps and shit. So I don't know if is that gonna cause more people to be driving in the morning or whatnot. I don't know, because like obviously I'm commuting on the highway, and I don't know how many people are driving on the highway to get to school, right? But I'm in the LA area, and that shifts everything around on all. It's one of those things. It's one of those things. Let's see here. Zelix! How you doing, Zelix? How's your week been, my guy? Hi. My car's due for an oil change. It's like 500 miles away. Okay. Little Pink, I'm gonna ask you to just either A, go in for the oil change within the next 2 weeks or so, or just pop in somewhere and get yourself the bottle ahead of time to give to the shop to use. I've been hearing something, and I might be wrong on this, which is also why I'm saying don't overstock. You probably only need one bottle, but just in case, yeah. You are in a tourist destination city. Is LA a tour? Do people come here as tourists? Like San Diego or Las Vegas? I mean, not Las Vegas much recently, right? But like, what do you go to LA to do as a tourist? Really? Yeah, okay. I'm a strange being. I'm a strange being. I probably wouldn't be caught by that. In great production news, I have already gotten about halfway through all of my captioning edits. There's only 3 more videos I need to do captioning edits for shorts, so I should be able to get that all done before Sunday, which means I'm probably gonna do, I got 8 videos. I'm probably just gonna do a 3 video a week schedule, try to get me to 2.5 weeks so I can get another batch started up without over stressing. But we're gonna have shorts starting next week, y'all. I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident we're gonna have shorts on schedule starting next week again. We're gonna see how it's gonna go. It's gonna go amazing. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be outlandish. It's gonna be super awesome. We're gonna hit 500 subs. We're gonna start getting monetized, and I'm gonna start making $5 a month from YouTube. I hope y'all are ready. Hope y'all are ready for me to start doing that, because I'm hyped. I'm prepped. People come to see Hollywood and Disneyland's fair. Disneyland very fair. I don't know what you come to see Hollywood. I guess if you go on an actual like studio tour, it's probably more interesting than walking past some of the studio. Because I'm gonna be honest, I go on a walk. I go past a place that's like called Studio 8 or Studio 15 or something like that is what it's called. And it just looks like a bunch of warehouse buildings. Just walking past, it just looks like a bunch of warehouse buildings on a road. But I imagine if you have an actual like tour thing, they'd probably take you through more interesting locations, you know. Oh man. But how are y'all doing? How's everybody's weeks going? Little Pink, I know you're helping move shop. V, Zelix, how are y'all doing? Oh man. Darn ass. How goes raking? So let's see here. Not a ton going on at work, at least not that I could talk about. Let's see here. Working on. Oh, let's go streaking. God damn it, Zelix. What? You didn't want to share your day, but you want to come in here streaking like that? Monster. Criminal. I got fuck all going on like normal. Well, you're here, aren't you, V? I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here. Ooh, whoa. My week was fine. Go to a concert. Hell yeah. Dude, how many concerts? You had up like 2 concerts a month, don't you, Zelix? What's this one? How do you keep on track of all that? How is your active vision? My active vision is going okay. Working on a game that is in a very, very early state and has made testing extremely frustrating. Listen, as a requirements tester and not a functionality tester, I'm currently testing a game that is not in a playable state. I am testing a game where in between like missions, I see storyboarded cutscenes. So I see like hand drawn cutscenes with just subtitles describing what the cutscene's going to be. And I'll get into levels and characters just move like stick figures on a track, because they don't have any of the mocap in or anything. And I'm like, none of this matters. None of this matters. I'm just checking the requirements. I'm just checking the requirements. And it's, oh my god. No, at one point, I was just doing some like checking that multiplayer calls were coming through correctly. I was in a round and I threw a grenade and it got the thing where it's like, click the button to throw the grenade back. And I did. And I threw the grenade back that I had just thrown. And I realized it hadn't blown up yet. So I quickly ran over and threw it back again. And I spent 2 minutes throwing the same grenade back. I'm like, God damn it. God damn it. They don't even have a check on this. They probably just didn't want the grenade to actually blow up in your hand. So they do a thing where they reset the timer every time someone clicks throw the grenade back. But now you can just infinite cook a grenade. It's insane. It's so insane. Deathlock and Amon, um, Amarth this time. I don't know either of those. I'm sorry, Zelix. I don't know those. They sound metal as fuck though. And what even is animation anyway? You don't need it for your job. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Honestly, part of me thinks so. This is something that I've been finding really, really funny as a concept. With everything that's been going on in the games industry of late, with like so many indie games really popping off, with a lot of AAA games having struggles and shit. I've also been hearing, there's been a few big games that have been done like restricted early access or haven't given really a lot of time on early access or restricted reviews or whatever. And it makes me just think of, I know on Steam, for example, you get a lot of indie developers that'll do really early access, right? Like Slay the Spire, when they first opened their first level of early access, obviously they had the mechanics of their game in, but like half of their cards were doing placeholder artwork. Like they had some animations, but not all the animations. Some artwork, like some sounded like there. It was in a state where it's like, yeah, this is early. We're still working on the game, what have you. And it makes me wonder, why is it like AAA studios? Obviously, they don't want to give like unrestricted access to their game in an early access state like that, like where they don't have movement animations in or anything. But you have a game that's like a shooter or something, and you're showing trailers or what have you. I feel like AAA studios need to be less scared to show off trailers in their gray box stage, right? Like, I don't think I would judge a AAA studio that's like doing their initial announcement if instead of like what Bethesda likes to do, where they have a camera pan across an environment, they have the title pop up and that's the whole trailer. I don't feel like I would criticize a AAA that's like, listen, we're 4 years out, but here's our gray box of some of the maps and shooting and movement we're doing and showing off the mechanics and the ideas they're having about the game and whatnot, and showing stuff off like really ahead of time. Because I feel like maybe I'm being crazy. Like, I think back to when the Sonic movie came out, right? And they showed the trailer, and there was a bunch of people reacting. So they went back and they had enough time to redo the animation, the art style for Sonic to be more in line with how people were reacting. I feel like if you're a triple A game studio, and you show off just like, hey, so this is gray box, we have none of the artwork, none of the animations, but we want to show off, for example, we're revamping the movement for our game. Like I don't know, you're doing something more like how Titanfall did movement, or you're doing a big change to the Titanfall style, like oh, we're doing wall running, this sort of stuff, and all you're doing is showing off a trailer of the movement stuff, and then you get a feedback you get feedback from your potential audience, from people who are going to play it, saying, oh yeah, this element, this specific part, the movement, Looks really good, looks really bad, this doesn't work, this really does work. Hey, in your gray box map, this doesn't, and you can get a lot of feedback before you've cemented too much in to allow you to react and shift things. Because what was it? High Guard, for example, when they came out, they had their massive maps that people were supposed to be playing in 3 versus 3 teams. And the number one complaint that kept coming through is it just takes way too long for anyone to actually engage in anything, way too much time, there's not enough action. And so it was like partway into that, they started to do some shifting of like, all right, maybe we need to shift it up from the 3v3 to 5v5. They started talking about other game modes to try to get more things going. And it was like, at that point, you've already released, people have already gotten the experience, they're already turned off from the game. But if you had shown a lot more up to this point, it's very likely you could have gotten that feedback way before the initial release. And I don't know, it's something where I don't understand. I don't understand why so many studios seem afraid to show off the thing they're interested in when the rest of the game is in an unfinished state. It's something where I feel like maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I have the wrong impression. Maybe if you show to general audiences a gray box map and you're saying we're just showing off our new gunplay design here, maybe a lot of people will see that and go, oh, the game's not finished, and not actually look at what's being talked about. But I don't know if that's true. I think uniquely in gaming, the people who engage with it are very willing to understand that games are made up of a lot of parts that can be examined individually. A long-term early access softens the impact. I'm not even talking about early access, though. I'm talking about trailers. I'm talking about, like I said, I understand not wanting to give unlimited access at every stage of a game, or else someone might play the whole thing functionally and feel they'd not need to jump in on the final form. But I'm more so talking to like early access trailers, essentially showing off concepts, making very small things that can either be watched or engaged with, just focusing on one element you're working on or you're curious about. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Meanwhile, Deadlock. I never played Deadlock. Like, half of Baldur's Gate 3 was available in early access. Yeah, half of Act 1, right? 7 years since the announcement trailer. Oh no, I was using Bethesda as just like the most extreme example. We don't need to actually look at the timer on Bethesda. No one's gonna be happy if we look at the timer on Bethesda. Oh, the hideous looking Sonic, that was a bad look. It was a bad look that got fixed, and now, like, Sonic has done amazing since then. There have been almost 2 Hades games. Damn. Let's hear, almost 8 years since Elder Scrolls 6 was announced. Now, have you seen the interview with Todd where he was like, I really wish people just pretend we didn't announce it. Yeah, Todd. And everybody wishes you hadn't announced it. But you announced it, farmed the excitement to sell the company, and now you're upset that people are like, hey, Todd, what the fuck? Todd, you need to stop saying you need people to stop asking about it and just accept that this is the cost for all that money you made, dude. This is what it's costing you. And you gotta accept that that was the exchange you made. The monkey's paw curled. You oversold your company like crazy. And now everybody wants to know when the next fucking Elder Scrolls game is coming. I also think marketing does not trust or does not know how to trust development. Yeah, Todd, maybe you shouldn't have announced it. I think marketing does not trust or does not know how to trust development. So the idea that a marketing team would be disinterested in creating marketing based around early development. Maybe you're right, but I think that's psychotic. All right, I'm about to fucking age myself insanely. As a kid, I heard an announcement once. I heard about an announcement once that was very ahead of a game's release about this little tiny game some of you might know of called Spore. And I heard about that announcement like 4 years or something before the game proper came out. When I heard about it, I went everywhere to find every little bit of information I could. I remember seeing little videos of people showing off some of the movement style. I remember there was a video with some of the developers talking about some of the ideas they want to do. Like there was one that was talking about how you have to invest points into like brain development and how you could make a herd mentality versus a more like solo style creature. And I was just devouring. I was devouring like every little bit of development news I could find, seeing the game in these aggressively early states. Like back when they were putting out trailers about the water phase, like when you were supposed to be a fish, which eventually got pulled from the game, and all of it, no matter how incomplete it was, got me excited. Every step of hearing what the developers wanted to do, the thoughts they were having, the things they were working on, got me more and more excited for the eventual official release of the game. And let's hear, No Man's Sky comes to mind with your description, and I feel like you can, as long as you're honestly developing the game, making progress, showing the progress as you're doing it, and just being honest the whole time. I feel like you can build and maintain an insane amount of excitement and direct engagement with your potential audience. If you can hear what parts people are excited about or not so excited about during development and stop yourself from going too far down a route that's actually not building interest early on, I feel like that could only be a good thing. From marketing and sales perspective, it was actually a good outcome. The No Man's Sky thing, I mean, No Man's Sky is a weird one because that almost permanently crippled the company, though. Like if No Man's Sky hadn't done everything it could to over dedicate itself to turning around and re-delivering almost everything they promised, no one was ever going to buy anything from that company or any of the named designers on it again. Sure, you can sell an entire company's reputation and every designer on the team to try to do one giant quick rug pull sale, but you do burn not just the company's name, but any main names involved in it forever. And also, you make people much more hesitant to buy games that they haven't seen. It's something where the cost isn't obvious, but it does build up over time. And slowly people become less and less ready to spend their money right away, and more dedicated to the teams or the designers they know have continuously delivered over time. Gaming is in a very strange spot right now. Gaming is in a very interesting, fascinating, and strange spot in developments and the business right now. And it'll be very interesting to see how everything moves along. I mean, all right, all right. Y'all get me yapping too much these last few streams. I've been on something. I don't know what it is. All right. All right, all right. Today, y'all, we're going to be playing some Slay the Spire 2, as mentioned, and today is our dedicated Ironclad day. So today, we're only going to be doing Ironclad runs. We're going to see how many of his builds we can try out. Obviously, there's what? Strength build, Exhaust, there's Life Trading, and Vulnerable, I think are his four major archetypes, but with my new favorite thing whenever I start playing Slay the Spire, we're actually going to be doing a real quick vintage run, okay? I love vintage runs to warm up. I don't know what this says about me, that this has become my favorite, like, mini game mode to play. But the idea of getting infinite relics and no cards always just delights me. So I hope you guys are ready. We'll warm up, and once we're ready to go, we'll dedicate ourselves to seeing how many different runs we can actually play around with. The one I'm most excited for is honestly the exhaust builds. The exhaust builds seem very interesting. I get a little hesitant on some of the exhaust cards because obviously it's a lot of exhaust all of your skills is what a lot of cards end up doing. And I kind of prefer just being able to pick the cards I'm exhausting from like moment to moment. I'm also a little obsessed with the Wolf Howl card. I'll be honest. So that's another part of it is I really like the idea of trying to go for just exhausting cards that'll do shit when they are exhausted. That's my favorite effect. Even more than a card having bonus effects but it exhausts a card, are cards that have bonus effects from being exhausted. I love those so much. But I think the Wolf Howl's like the only major one I can think of. I don't know if any of you know any other cards right now that like exhaust this to do a thing. I know there's the Tingsha relic, but I can't think of anything else beyond that. Also, I'm realizing I have my sound very low. Wait, are we capturing sound? Hold on. Y'all hearing game sounds at all? I'm not hearing any game audio. Even through... Wait, did this have... Okay, no, I need real help with this. I think I know what happened. Hold on. Alright, so I've been having a problem with my computer. I don't know if this is a Windows 11 thing. Yep. I don't know what's causing this. So I'm going to fix this immediately. I have to be careful because this is going to come through real loud. So my system has an automated thing in it where it is allowed to auto balance my application's audio. So like I pulled up my sound mixer and right now it has listed OBS, Slay the Spire, Steam, VTube Studio, YouTube, System Sounds, and CapCut, which I've been using to do my captioning editing. It has all of them, and it has rebalanced all of their audios between each other. And right now, Slay the Spire has been auto-balanced to 1%. Let's bring this up to 40 so I don't accidentally blow up my speakers from maybe having done something else. Yeah, there we go. And I have looked in these settings like 8 different times now to try to find this auto balancing tool to disable it or turn it off or anything, and I haven't been able to find it, and it frustrates me constantly. There will be times where it'll turn down my Google application that I'm listening to YouTube or something on to 1% because I'm on Discord, or sometimes it'll almost mute Discord because I'm looking at a game screen or something, and I hate it and I need it turned off. I can manually balance my applications on my own. Windows, stop guessing and muting applications on me. It's been very frustrating. And I have no clue how to fix it. Ooh, bag of preparation. Alright, so, well, it's not really worth me trying to plan until we have... You see, now it feels just a smidge too loud. Nope. There we go. Once we get a couple of relics, we'll start thinking about what cards we want to get from different places. I have planned 3 elites, but no shops. Shit, is that a problem? Shops are where we can get our cards. I can't do 3 elites and 2 shops, but there's no way to earn gold in between these shops. One elite, one shop, so that's still only 3 cards pretty much. I think we'll stick to our 3 elites, no shops route, but I'm a little concerned. I'm not gonna get a good opportunity. Do you use Google Chrome? I do use Chrome. There's no way Chrome is doing it, right? It would have to be my system. Right? This would have to be a Windows thing, not a Google Chrome thing. Good game, but you know what? This is honestly a really good pocket potion for like a boss who's about to hit me real hard. Like if we have to fight a giant crab or something, he's gonna do the rocket claw. Alright, how we doing? No spikes. We could do the vulnerable. I'm gonna take a lot of damage. Now he's not spiking up this turn, so we maximize block, and as long as we get 2 strikes next turn, we can still take him out. Yeah, that was much better. Ooh, Pantograph. That's a really good pocket relic. Oh fuck yeah. Oh fuck yeah. We got it before any of the bosses. We're gonna do 3 boss. How much gold do I have? If I do 4 of the... Oh, I'm 3 gold short of guaranteeing. Sometimes you can get in 3, but I prefer being able to do it in 4, because you will get it in 4. So there's a special skill card you can get from this event after 3 or 4 feasts, where you get a free skill card that gives you +5 strength for a turn. It's insane. It's amazing. But if we're only doing this 3, I don't know if we... Ugh. Honestly, no matter what, 3 of these things is going to be better than 1 upgrade, but I wish. We're 3 gold short is the worst part. Fuck, I wish it was either much shorter or I could get it. Let's see, 1 for max health, 1 for a potion, 1 for max health. Yeah, no. Fuck. I think you need 4. I think once I got it in 3, but every other time I've needed 4 or more. God damn it. Oh, this guy. His first hit will get him strength if we don't full block it, so we are going to use one of those potions. You know, honestly, max health on this guy is pretty solid. So, like, the 2 max health feasts are still pretty good for us. Alright, he's going to start hitting, he's going to get stronger, but as long as we get, what, 3 strikes at vulnerable? Oh, that's a little rough. Yeah, it's going to hurt. Oh, God. I hate this dude. This fight always taxes me so hardcore. Horn Cleat? Alright, so what do we got? We've got Bag of Preparation, Permafrost, Pentagraph. We got a little bit of, with Pentagraph and Horn of Cleat, we have a little bit of passive defensiveness going on. Bag of Preparation gives us a really flexible turn 1. Permafrost means if we start getting powers, we're pretty likely to get them in our opening hand, so we can open with them, and then turn 2 still have block. I haven't picked up any cards yet, so I think I'm gonna just rest up before our first elite fight. And we got this dude. We've got a free buffer at some point. I think we're mostly just gonna try to race this guy. You know, Horn Cleat will let you go. Triple strike. Probably gonna get bash next turn. This is the big 22 damage hit. Do I buffer that, or do I hold the buffer in case I'm gonna get hit during vulnerable? I think we let this hit come through, and if we're gonna get hit again for big, then we'll use the buffer. Okay, 3 vulnerable. It's gonna vulnerable us this turn. Maximum damage we could do next turn would be 3 strikes, which would be 1827, right? Yeah, then he's gonna hit us, so we're gonna use the buffer, then we're guaranteed kill next turn. Fortunate, I would really like to keep that for a final boss, but I think that's okay for here. And we're starting to progress our Sword in the Stone. Pendulum, we want our first thing. You know, we have no AoE. So AoE would be solid with Thunderclap. We have powers would be good, but we're not being offered powers. Pommel Strike is solid, especially Eric. I now shower with filthy balls. All right, Darnas. Thanks for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Weren't you raking? How did you get? You know what? Don't tell me, Darnas. Please don't tell me how that happened. We're gonna take the vulnerable. We're gonna take the vulnerable AoE. Ooh, okay, so we have Bag of Prep and Lantern. So we really want a good turn one. We want to pick up a power. Stampede ain't bad. So if I Stampede... Twin Strike... Ooh, I should start thinking about multi-hitting, because we have the Sword of Stone. That'll become the Sword of Jade eventually. So, yeah, I think getting at least one multi-strike right now is going to be good. I finished already? Wait, Darness, already? Oh, I have now showered my filthy balls. Thanks. Thank you for keeping me up to date, Darness. Thank you for making sure I fully understood the timing of things. I really appreciate that. Yeah, honestly, so Bag of Prep and Lantern, really good turn one, followed by a pretty easy defensive turn two with Horn Cleat. These three are actually being really solid for me. But now that we have the Pendulum, every 3 turns draw an additional card. So free attacks, like 0 cost attack, things like Anger, we can take better advantage of, I guess. Once we have more strength, which we're gonna get, then like free attacks will go pretty fucking hard. Yeah, we'll just let the Horn Cleat do the heavy lifting. We're going to take 3 damage, but that's fine, and that lets us start chipping through while avoiding this skittish effect. Okay, so we Thunderclap to vulnerable. You're not attacking this turn, so I don't need to force anything. This goes up to 7 twice. 7 twice is going to deal 8 to you, and then you'll have no block, so 1 strike would take you out, so that takes out 7. 1 strike plus 8 is not enough for you, so yeah, we're going to just focus this dude down. Takes out 7 damage. Oh, I forgot I have Stampede. Alright. But I was never sure who the Stampede hit would hit, but we could have high-risked it to get rid of the 9 instead of the 7. I think I still made the right choice, but technically... 9 damage. We could block 10 damage by doing 2 defends, or 9 damage by doing 2 strikes, and you won't attack next turn. Yeah, I think we just remove him. The math is like 1 damage difference. I was raking for 3 hours. Okay, no, I'm currently in the shower. Darnez, my guy. My guy, please. We'll let the Rampage see what it can do. Fuck, this is gonna be rough. I mean, we're still alive. We're definitely gonna win. That's a little lower than I would like to be. Gamble chip at the start of... Alright, so we are pretty good at guaranteeing what'll be in our opening hands. That's real interesting. Between Gambling Chip, Bag of Preparation, and Lantern, we can have an insane start up turn 1. Collectively, what these make me want is to get a demon form. Obviously not an option for us right now, but that's really what I'm feeling, is something like demon form. I'm gonna go with Shrug off. We don't already have much exhaust built up, so trying to get something to capitalize on exhaust isn't gonna do a ton of work for us. But that's really what we want to look out for, is like a power along the lines of that. Ooh, and upgrading Stampede would actually be really good. This is 4 mana, this is good. Maybe we get Twin Strike or something. Okay, we got Shrug off. So we're gonna Stampede. We're gonna Thunderclap. We know we're gonna play this attack. Shrug off gives us the most block. Hell yeah. I think that's a full block, right? Yeah, full block. We've got someone within... No, that's only one vulnerable. Yeah, with only one vulnerable, he's not a guaranteed kill. We have our Cleat. Cleat, are you full blocking? 8 plus 6, 14. Yeah, so we're actually going to divide up damage to avoid doing the thing where you kill them one by one by one, and the last one does like a multi-hit with a +8 strength. We're going to try to get them all as low as possible. Okay, so Thunderclap, Strike, Strike, and then, yeah. Ooh, another thing we could look at doing is if we get offered the really big attacks, like the 3-cost attacks, if that's the only attack left in our hand, obviously we'll be able to play it with our Stampede, so that's definitely something to consider. 15s, we'll attack, you'll attack, we get the full value out of Hardened Shell. Alright, something's going pretty okay right now. We have full block. We have full block. So we do this, we build up a lot of vulnerable. Obviously, we're only going to get 1 damage out there. But now we're going to have 3 turns of vulnerable. Okay, shrug it off. We're 1 block short. We know an attack's going to come out for free, so we're just going to full block. Does give us 2 missing value, but that should be okay. 18 damage coming in. We re-up the vulnerable. Double block. Free attack. We're going to take 8 damage. Hey, how we doing? The mother of our cats jumped out our window and is gone? Like, is gone as in jumped out the window and you saw the end of the cat? Like, how high is the window? Or you can't find them. Listen, there's 2 levels of gone you have introduced here, Sour, and I really need to know which level we're talking about, okay? Whenever card is exhausted, gain 3. You know what? I've never played with Thrash. Like, I feel like this is probably not the run to do it with, but I want to try out Thrash. And we're also actually not going to rest. We're going to be high risk, because we're going to upgrade Stampede to take Stampede from a 2 to a 1. But how you doing besides that, Sour? I want to keep 1 strike to burn onto Thrash. A random attack. Ooh, okay, so I gotta be careful. So we're gonna Stampede. We're going to Bash to make sure we keep our vulnerable card in the deck. Then we're going to Thrash, and it got a strike. Perfect. Ooh, and we re-up the vulnerable even more. Not a tall window, just cannot be found. We didn't witness this happen, but she is missing, and the screen in the window's been pushed off or something. It's fine. She was feral to begin with. I didn't see the like being inside that much. Goddamn. This has been a roller coaster of a story, Sour. Thank you so much for sharing. Beyond that, how's your week been? I've been doing pretty good, Sour, to answer your question. I've been doing pretty good. Oh my god. Today we're doing a dedicated Ironclad run as we've been going through all the characters. We're starting off, we're doing just a vintage run to warm up, but we'll be doing some real runs later. Okay, Thrash is super cool, I'll be honest. Wait, if you get Thrash and the Howling Wolf, you keep getting the wolf attack back into your hand, right? And it's a pretty high damage card. It's like 16, right? So Thrash and Wolfhowl together would be insane. Oh, I see the combo I want. I see the combo I want. Oh my god. Oh, if you could get just a bunch of copies of the Wolfhowl. We got 33 coming in. Yeah, we're just full blocking. Solid survival. I'm real glad I decided to try out Thrash. Thrash is going to be very cool. Mangle. So I've talked about getting these high cost cards since we can play them, though I do like Feed. But no, I'm going to pocket Feed until it can kill, and then it's going to get played by the Rampage. So we're going to go with Mangle. We're going to go with Mangle. I'm fine. Almost done with this year. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, Sour, that we're getting towards the end of the school year, and I was wondering, you know... Oh, shit, wait. Hot Cocoa, Lantern, Gamble Chip, Prepared, Bag. We have an unreasonable turn 1, I think. Here's the problem. Double shop. No heals in between these elites. On the right side, though, we've got multiple heal options between elites. No shop, obviously. But I think that's going to be the better route to go. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to do that. And then give your first turn to Vaku. You make a very interesting point. You make a very interesting point. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to Stampede. We're going to Bash. And I'm just going to burn Mangle immediately to make our Thrash a 19 damage twice attack. Oh my god. Honestly, also with the rate that Thrash is going to burn down cards, we get enough draw. There is a point where we're like getting it every turn, isn't there? I'm not losing my mind, am I? Is Thrash like functionally like a double self-buffing card where it's going to obviously gain the damage. Well, actually, I don't think I'm going to let it burn Mangle this turn because I want to take away that 10 strength. But also it makes it so it gets drawn more and more frequently as it removes card by card by card by card. You son of a bitch. You took my Stampede. You took the main card of my deck. Nah, I'm not taking 21 damage for free. Nah, we're using one of our potions. Yeah, get that Stampede back, god damn it. We got, ooh, strawberry, yum. No, we're committing to this. We're committing to this route. Okay, we can keep Shrug It Off. We'll get rid of Twin Strike for now. Honestly, we'll get rid of everything else. Damn. Alright, we've got Thrash. Get our vulnerable attacks out of our hand. Reduced, so the only attack is Mangle. We can play an additional block. Thrash, buff Thrash to crazy. So this is the problem. If we do get the Vaku option, I like where you're going, V, but if we do get the Vaku option, now a big problem is we won't be able to manipulate our Thrash like we've been doing. It does mean Thrash could end up in a bad spot. Honestly, I'm a maximize block, let, yeah, the Rampage play, because we were going to have to play tons to try to get through that, and he was doing a big swing. So Thrash is now 19 twice. And you're vulnerable. We can play all of our blocks, let our Stampede play. I think we've got him. I think no matter what we draw. Yeah, let's go. I was joking, but if you want it, it'll probably be funny. It'll be an insane turn one is what it'll be. Because really the only card we care about order is going to be our Thrash. Our Thrash is the only card that could get fucked up by the order things get played in. What did the final relic do? This final one? This is Planisphere. It is the one whenever you go to a question mark, you heal 5. What's really good is if you can get this and the Juzu beads, I believe, where every question mark is guaranteed not to be a fight. You can go pretty hard with that combo, honestly. We're going to be forced to attack, aren't we? We'll be 5 above. Honestly, great choice. Mango could have been better, but great choice for keeping up vulnerable. And hello and welcome, Miracles42. Hi, I'm Eric. Yes, that one. I'm a pudgy little tardigrade who likes to play video games, and today we are doing a day dedicated to the Ironclad because I've been very bad at him. So I want to get better. I want to get better with him. So today is our dedicated day. We're starting off with a vintage run, just because this is how I like to warm up before getting into a real run, because vintage is my favorite way to play. Wait, what? First time you gain strength in a combat, gain double that amount. Ugh, we don't really have much strength. Wait, is this going to be our first? This is 3, right? Wait. Oh, that might be good. I see the worst case scenario with auto Thrash. Well, the thing is, Thrash is kind of our kill card. No, I want Thrash to. I picked up Mangle, so Thrash would get the full value out of it, honestly. I don't mind Thrash picking up 15 damage twice. Is where I'm at. I know it's probably not the way most people like to play Thrash, but it is something I like. And I see. Do you like polite discussions of strategy or prefer just to do your thing without commentary? Oh, I don't mind here. Like, I think the first day I was playing, I did kind of make a rule. Hey, y'all, let me experience. I've been playing since before the first update at this point. I don't mind hearing. As long as you're prepared for me to fire back at you saying the optimal way is to do this, and me saying, yeah, but it feels better for me to do it suboptimally. I do not mind the suggestions or you telling me your favorite builds. Just be very prepared for the fact that I will fire back from time to time with, yeah, but then I get the cute bird who follows me around, and that's more important than my deck. But I'm terribly sorry, Miracles. V has done a redeem on your behalf. So, I do actually need you to answer a question for me, and I'm very sorry about this. I'm gonna need you to pick either vanilla or deep, and I am so sorry. My chat has a thing they like to do whenever they realize someone is here for the first time, and I have never been able to stop them. What does it mean? That I'm afraid you do not get that information. I didn't mean to do that one, but that's okay. I was waking up this turn anyway, right? Yeah, so the damage is fine. I might want to do an extra attack potion because this dude do swing pretty hard. Honestly, yeah, I'm gonna do the... We're full on potions anyway. Dismantle's solid because we're gonna bash Dismantle. Do I block? I have Stampedes. We're gonna play one of our attacks. Yeah. We'll just put a little bit of damage reduction going. It's vanilla or deep, Miracles. I'm sorry, that's all the info you get. I know you want more info. There is not more information that will be provided. If you didn't want it to happen, you'd remove the redeem. Do not believe his lies. I was paid $50. I was paid $50 3 years ago to add this redeem. I'm committed. I keep my word. But alright, Deep. Alright, then I'm terribly sorry. Miracles. I'm afraid V had something they wanted me to say to you on their behalf. So Miracles. And officially welcome. I'm so sorry. Thunderclap gets us 1 energy. Bash. I don't want to burn the twin strike with Thrash. Block, strike, thrash. Solid. Is thrash just better, like, off the rip than a normal strike? It's 4 damage twice, so total of 8 damage versus a strike, and because it hits twice, it gains more from strength. I should have mangled first. Wait, we're gonna mangle anyway at the end of our turn with Stampede. So we're okay. We're okay. Now I want to know what vanilla is about. Oh, it would just be doing it with a more normal, traditional, you know, ara voice. It's not that interesting. Gained all that. We know at least 1 attack's going to come out. Ooh. That's going to hurt. It's really good. Oh, I didn't realize I got the Gorget. Okay, not attacking this turn. We have Thrash. Let's shrug it off. Thunderclap. Now here's the thing. If I strike... How you doing, Hyper Beam? Welcome, welcome. If I strike, there is a 50-50 chance that our Thrash plays and consumes Mangle, going up to a 25 damage twice. But there's also a chance it just plays Mangle, which, because he's not attacking, gets us no value from Mangle. I think we gotta high risk it right now. Oh, wait, I had 1 energy left. Never mind. Or did I thought I already gained the 1 energy that turn. Because I was at 1. I know you gain 1 energy when you're... I thought I'd already gained that. Because that was in the first attack I played that turn, right? I'm never going to be able to break through, so we're just going to full armor. I'm rewatching Death Note, and imagine you struggling to write anything down with tiny, dirty, great hands. It would be a struggle. That would be a struggle, I admit it. I would not be able to write down notes while taking a chip and eating it. That is very true, Hyperbeam. That would be the main reason I wouldn't be able to do it. Do I rest or do I get ballsy with it? Do we have one more? We can do another rest before... You know what? Let's do it. I want to Smith's Thrash. Wait, all it does is gain 2 more damage off the rip? And that's not bad. Mangle going up... Wait, no, we upgrade Armament. Armament. Why would I ever upgrade any card before Armament?
I am gonna take this potato chip and eat IT.
What is the Death Note scale to... Why does the Death Note scale to his possessor? Does it? Wait. Huh. Oh, we're taking this. We're against the fucking knowledge demon. Yeah, we're taking clarity. I love the clarity extraction because then you can start with the draw 1 fewer card, then do clarity extraction and essentially null out his effect for at least that first one, which I think is really ooh, this is gonna be rough. This gonna be rough. I forgot about the bees. So here's the question. Do we... 3 times 7, we're already over blocking. Oh, the bees is gonna be real rough, honestly. This is gonna be real rough. We're gonna have 1 draw, there's 5 of them, we're always gonna attack. We've no attacks left. Yeah, we only have a Shrug It Off and a normal defend, so we won't be permanently stuck in bees, at least. Oh, right, we autoplay. Our Thrash should be at... It gained 15, so it starts at 6, so we should be at 21 twice. Which is... 42? So if we get Thrash, we win. Yeah, we got him. Oh, and that did our Sword of Jade. So now is the time where we're going to see if my prediction is right. And we're also going to pocket a Fight Me just in case it isn't. I think we're going to start the combat gaining 3 strength from Sword of Jade. And that's going to be doubled by a Ruined Helmet. So we're going to start every fight, I think, at 6 strength. Which is an insane thing to start fights at. Yep, we're starting at 6. We're starting at 6. Okay. I want to get Thunderclap. So we can AoE 18. Okay, a big part of that was the Vigor. Not all of that was actually our strength gain, but 12 damage twice would kill one of you. That enemy? So if I kill the enemy I'm targeting, that doesn't matter, right? And then we have Stampede, right? A turn 1 centipede kill. Oh, I think that's my first time getting a turn 1 on that dude. Okay, that's good. That's fucking good. That's really good. We're going to take Rampage. Not only because we thin out our deck very quickly, but if we charge up the Rampage and then we trash it with Thrash, I think we can go really hard. Okay, we're starting it there. We want to first gain strength. Apply Vulnerable. Rampage. We're not even going to burn Thrash because I just want to do damage. Yeah, there. Alright, we might be a little too strong. We might be a little too strong. Wait. We have Reptile Trinket and Petrified Toad. And Potion Belt. Okay, so we're guaranteed 6, 9 strength at the start of every fight. God, I love Vintage. Vintage is so fun. Okay, we're gonna drink this potion. Keep that, get rid of you. We'll start with the armament to upgrade everything we have. Perfect. I'm also gonna drink the strength potion. Because I have 0 chill. We want to make sure we stampede. We're gonna Thunderclap, Rampage, Twin Strike. We're gonna Thrash our Mangle. We've got 3 turns of an extra draw, so we're actually gonna take the reduced draw instead of the damage. Because we basically neutral out. We're gonna say Fight Me. Oh my god, Stampede picked the bash. Okay. Alright, this game wants us to win him. Vintage. So, when you play this game, Miracles, you can do a thing called a custom game, where you get to pick a few, like, modifiers you want to apply. There's a few different modifiers that exist. There's positive and negative ones, and you can balance them out however you want. It's fully like you customizing the game, essentially. So it isn't like a real run, you know? It's just how I like to warm up, because I find Vintage hilarious. Vintage makes it so normal enemies do not drop cards. Instead, they drop relics. So where normally you would have, you know, a ton of card options, but a few relics, instead you get a ton of relics and very few card options. Cards can only come from events, the shop, or elites. Yeah. Oh, you get cards only from elites, bosses, events, and shops. But I guess you can include shops and events. So yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so I love vintage. Vintage is so funny to me. There's just something about the way it balances out that I just fucking love. So I want to guarantee the rampage proc. Pick up the block, do the strike, and see. Okay, so we're gonna take some damage here, but I think if we just hit him with anything next turn. GG. God, I'm loving some of this relic combo we got. The fact that we were at 12 strength without any strength gain cards in our deck is amazing. Do I get a second Mangle? No. Do we get Brand? Maybe? I'll trim down our deck so we can rotate through faster. No, I think I'm gonna do a second Mangle, honestly. A second card that can gain 15 damage to our big boy. Wait. Oh, fuck. All of this is good. Lion Boy is amazing for us because it's all attack-oriented stuff. Like having the size so we don't have to worry about playing blocks as much is amazing. The first card you play each combat. So for example, we can pretty much always guarantee that'll be our Stampede, so we'll always have 2 Stampedes. Or we could start Thrash off at the beginning, then Thrash buffs itself twice right off the top. Or... Wait, if we Thrash Mauls, it'll gain the bonus from the Maul. Yeah, we're doing Mauls. We're doing Mauls. Oh my god, I just realized how good Mauls are. So what we just got are 6 copies of the card Maul. Now Maul is an interesting card for us because normally you don't want to burn these because every time you play a Maul, it buffs all of your other Mauls. But if we play 3 Mauls and all of our Mauls go up to 8 damage twice, and then we Thrash one of them, we still gain the 8 damage twice onto Thrash. It'll slow down our buffing, but basically these are still good cards for us to consume with Thrash. So I think we have an insane scenario going right now. And on a shop, we have 666 gold, so I do want to hit a shop. Honestly, that seems solid. That seems... Yeah, I like this route. Let's go. Oh my god, this vintage run is gonna be so fucking good. Fight Me isn't bad. Especially with all of these Mauls. I think I get rid of the Rampage. Because I think depending on how I play this... I think I'm just guaranteed... Just a full sweep? Oh, right, and I have Hot Cocoa, and I could have played all the cards. Yeah, okay. Oh, yay, beating Remnant. You cannot lose more than 20 HP in a single turn. Yay. Duplicate your deck. Or receive a bad luck. Duplicate deck. So we would have 2 Stampedes, 4 Mangles, 12 Mauls. Ooh. Ooh. Fuck it. Let's go crazy. Let's go. Wait, and if I get... Wait. If we get 2 Stampedes going, then we're guaranteed, like, to play tons of Mauls every turn. Damn, no Stampede. But honestly, okay. We're gonna do this. This. Honestly? Okay. Hey guys, I think I'm gonna win. Hey y'all, I think I'm gonna win. Get 2 card rewards? Transform 2 cards? Ugh, gross. Don't want any of this. Don't want it. Well, you know what? Sword Boomerang's fine. How much strength we're gaining, that's fine. I think duplicating the deck kind of sucks for Thrash. Well, it's more cards for Thrash to hit is the funny. 2 Thrashes isn't great. I acknowledge that. I fully acknowledge that. But I think for the rest of our deck, it's sort of fine. Okay, so we're gonna maul. Maul. Bash. Thrash. Alright, so we've got 1 Stampede up and running. And I think I'm supercharged already. Oh, wait, and I should have thrown a rock. I forgot I could throw a rock right at the beginning because we get a rock every run. So let's Thunderclap. Yeah, well, it's funny. It's funny. I'm gonna be honest. I understand we did nerf our Thrash to some degree, but we buffed Maul to such a degree that I really feel like we've only gained power. Like I think we're guaranteed to win at this stage basically off of the Mauls alone. This is so stupid. This is so fucking broken. I fucking love vintage runs. Fuck you. Give me a relic. What we get? Meh. Oh my god, wait, Nunchuck? Oh, fuck. I think upgrade Boomerang. Yeah, that's 1 more time. That's good. Right, we open with a rock. We're gonna hold all of... Wait, I should actually get rid of Soldier Stew. We have no more strength. Okay, what do we want to keep the Stampede. We can get rid of these. Honestly, we'll get rid of everything except the Stampede and the Maul. Oh, we've got both our Stampedes. Hell yeah. Stampede, Stampede, Thunderclap, Thunderclap. Maul, Maul, block. Oh, we're gonna... Mom, can we have Claw at home? We have Claw at home. Yeah, I don't know if the meme quite works, because this is better than Claw in a lot of ways. I know it's not free, unlike Claw would be. But we do have 2 Stampedes, so it becomes nearly as free as Claw would be. Ah, shit. Am I gonna take burn damage? Wait. I'm gonna take 1 burn. That's funny. That's hilarious. 15, 8. Yeah, we should definitely be able to fucking kick his ass. Hell yeah. Yeah, so Thrash carried us through the first fucking 3. Carried us through the first 3 acts, but I'm gonna be honest, Claw is just all we're doing at this stage. Claw is really all that matters to this deck. 1 Mangle wouldn't be bad. Reduce that damage by like 10, right? Yeah, that's a good turn 1, I'd say. Right? That seems like a solid turn 1. I can live with that turn 1. Ooh, I fucked up. There's anything that'll give me... So you're getting 3 block, which puts us at 8 to 17. So we're gonna take 2. We heal 6. It'll be fine. I fucked up. There was definitely a better way to play out the cards there. I felt so much like we had already won. Honestly, do I get rid of my Blessing of the Forge? Oh, Game Piece. I think I do, because we have, like, the armaments in our deck. I don't think we really care too much about the Blessing of the Forge. Ooh, yes. So definitely, 100%. Yeah, so we're gonna put Sharp on a few of these Mauls. Gonna get rid of Doubt. production. Honestly, we'll just buy out the relics. And let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Brand is good, I think. Yeah, I think it'd be good. It's just like we're at the point where I don't know like its total value to us, you know? Already have one armament, we don't need more. Okay, armament. Can we just ignore you this fight, honestly? We'll mangle him this round, reduces damage. Lock, thrash. To put the other mangle onto that threat. Oh, I should have opened with all of these. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Wait. Our 6 strength. Sorry, I need to do something real quick. Don't mind me. Don't none of you guys mind me, okay? No one pay attention to what I'm doing right now, alright? Yeah, aggression seems pretty nice. That's pretty good. Oh yeah, Stampede. Stampede seems real good. Yeah, that seems nice. That seems... Alright, where were we? Right, 8 strength is what I meant. Alright, so we're gonna maul. Then maul. Oh no, he's gonna hit us for a ton of damage. We're in so much trouble, y'all. Wait. Oh, in a single turn. Okay. What are you up to? You're the 30. So I think we're gonna production demon form. We're gonna use the maul that we can. Rampage, thrash. We're only gonna take what? 20 damage, right? Because of the heart thing. And then what, if we get 2 thrashes, we win? We did not get 2 thrashes, actually. We actually did not get 2 thrashes. We're gonna play our second stampede then. All this might. Oh, we'll be okay. We'll be okay. Ain't no way we fail to get a bunch of mauls again. GG. There it is. There it is. You could delete the cringe curse. That's true. That's true. Nah, you right. You right, Miracles. Cursed to fight forever, aren't you? Architect. Arc. Enemy. Wait, is an architect... No, I'm thinking too much. I'm sorry, seeing the word architect right after, or right next to arc enemy really made me wonder, really made me think for a second if the architect is the arc form of an itect. That's 25 or more relics. I do like shiny. Big deck, 40? Got to 40? Right, because I doubled my deck. Oh, do I want a deck with 5 or more of the same card? Want to run with HP increased by 15. Ah. Hell yeah. Alright, y'all. That was our warm-up run for today, and that was fun as shit. I hope you guys are excited. Today, though, we are only doing the Ironclad. So we're going to go into a real run here. Our main goal for today is explore as many of his archetypes as possible. We want to do the exhaust archetype. We want to do the vulnerable archetype. We want to do the strength gain archetype. We want to do the striking archetype. There's a lot of archetypes the Ironclad can play into. We want to see as many of them as possible. Does Vintage make it very easy to win? If you make it to the late game, you know what, 1 second. We're actually going to abandon just so I can show you what some of these bonuses are, Miracles. What I'd say is, if you make it to late game, it can. Relics do, I think, tend to outscale cards into the late game. So it does make late game a lot easier. But if you remember, you basically don't get card rewards at all until your first elite fight or first shop. So it can make the early game really hard. It could be nearly impossible to get through the early game on Vintage, but if you make it through, you do have really insane potential for scaling power. Also, there's a ton of relics. Not all of the relics work together. So it's a little more wishy-washy, but personally, I love the relic play. I love it so much. So that's a Vintage. Normal enemies drop relics instead of cards. There's a bunch of different bonuses or modifiers that exist. A lot of them focus on how you begin. For example, draft, choose 10 reward cards to replace your starting deck. So like you get no strikes, no defense, but you get 10 card rewards to pick from. Sealed, choose 10 out of 30 cards to replace your starting deck. Hoarder, whenever you add a card, add 2 copies of the same card. Specialized, start with 5 copies of a single card. There's a lot. You can get silent cards no matter who you are. You can get Ironclad cards no matter who you are. Regent cards, Necrobinder, Defect. And then you have these. You have the red ones. Unknown rooms can now contain elites, but are also more likely to contain treasure rooms. At the start of each act, add a random curse to your deck. There's a lot of ways you can modify the game to make very entertaining runs. My favorite combo is Sealed Deck Hoarder and Big Game Hunters. You get lots of cards. That's an interesting combo, V. I'll give you that. Upgrade a card. You know what? We could start with an upgraded Bash. Tons of vulnerable. Alright, so obviously it's going to depend on what they offer us, but this feels like we might start leaning right off the bat into the vulnerable. Is this a 4 elite? Is this a 4 elite opener? A 4 elite, 4 event opener. This is either going to end instantly. I like the transform boons. Ooh. So this is either going to end instantly, or this is going to be the strongest start we've ever had. Damn. No upgraded Bash, sorry. You gotta remove him before he spikes up, and we want to do a little bit of blocking. So we took 1, 2, 5 total damage. So with our 6 heals, we still are ahead of the curve. By 1, admittedly, but still ahead. Let's go. If I'm thinking vulnerable, with our upgraded Bash, I think the transform is sort of consistent because there are very few cards worse than a strike. Now, here's the problem, is in my opinion, there are many cards that are individually worse than a strike. For example, if you're playing the Necrobinder, you can get Bury, a 4 mana cost attack card. Now, technically speaking, its efficiency is better than a strike. However, if you start a game with Bury, you're not going to be able to play it until you get randomly energy production. So that's an example of a card that isn't technically worse than a strike, but can fuck you over by getting it. Yeah, a few guys. No, I get you. It's just something where I'm like, oh man, I don't know. Damn, 8, so we're gonna be down 2. Damn. So that's a lot of Olm we got. So what do we want? Is it a skill or a power? It's a skill, right? The thing that makes you take less damage from vulnerable people. Bully or dismantle. Okay, we're pretty solid at getting up to 5 vulnerable right now, right? So this could either be 14 damage, or this is 16 damage. Yeah, I think dismantle. Pandora's Box in game 1 was a very good boss relic for that reason. If you want to know, playing Vintage, I had one game I was playing where I got the Prayer Wheel, the thing that gives you double card rewards from normal enemies. But because normal enemies couldn't drop card rewards, they could only drop relic. I got double relic rewards. It was unreasonable. It was very unreasonable. But it was a very fun run. I think I had 2 full rows of relics. It was fun as hell. Completely unbalanced. An unreasonable thing to do. But absolutely fun. I'm a little sad. Part of the reason I liked having the 4 events is it makes it very, very likely you're going to see the Stone Sword event, which we can take massive advantage of as the guy who likes strength. But we didn't see it. We didn't get it, and we're already in our first elite fight. Oh, goddamn. I wasn't doing that math at all. We do, yeah, we do dismantle. We'll still have vulnerable. Yeah, he's at 7 vulnerable. It's gonna vulnerable us. Dismantle is 16 total plus 50. So 32? Not quite. That's fine. Good fight. Good fucking fight. Ooh, Sparkling Rouge. Oh. This is the Howl card I was talking about. This is the one I think that would be insane with Thrash. But it doesn't really work in a vulnerable focus deck, unfortunately. Oh, I wish I could upgrade. I wish I could upgrade Armament before going into an elite fight. But we're doing this. We want to make sure we get the elite, so we can't go to a rest site first. Okay, he's going to be at 2 next turn, so that'll be an okay time to Molten Fist. Not the best, but okay. Molten Fist, dismantle. Hell yeah. Exhausted, no. Bully, yeah, we can add Bully. I'd like some skills at this point, I think. I'm feeling a little restricted and being only offered attacks for quite a while. We'll see, we'll see. I think the sword is kind of weak, at least at higher ascensions. I just really like it as an event. Like it's an event that I think it only shows up in Act 1. And if you can get it, like, you know, before you've hit your first elite, you're pretty much guaranteed to do at least 3 elites. We were going to do 4 elites. So if we had gotten through 4 elites, then basically at the start of Act 2, we're starting rounds with 3 extra strength. This guy in particular, you know, because we had the broken helmet, for example, we started every fight at 6 strength because we had the Jade Sword and the broken helmet. It just equaled out to being insane. So that's just like where I'm at with it, you know, where like the Jade Sword ends up being, I think, just one of the most efficient events. Just in the fact that, like, it's really good strength that you're pretty much guaranteed to get, especially depending on how early you're going, you know? Getting through 3 elites on higher essentials often just isn't viable, so it's kind of a win more. Yeah! Who doesn't love to win more? I don't know, basically, I never do a run where I don't get through 3 elites in Act 1. For me, that's my measurement of if I've got enough going on in Act 1. First of all, ugh, none of these... Iron Wave is at least adding a bit of a defensive card into our deck. Unmovable. I think we're going to do Unmovable. I was just complaining about not getting much in the way of, like, defensive value. Oh shit, Lantern, Candelabra. There's one more, right? Chandelier? I hope we get all 3. Not even because it's important. I find that goofy. We're going to immediately upgrade Armament. Like, this is risky, not healing before an elite. We've got a really good setup. Okay. So if I Unmovable, defend, headbutt, Yeah, I think 30 HP is good enough. Oh yeah, it was gonna be good enough, but it's one of those where it's like it just gets you nervous because you can just get a shit draw sometimes. We're over, so we're gonna do the attacks. You're gonna attack next turn, so we'll set you up to die. So I'm just always nervous about that, like getting fucked over one turn and not having the HP to recover. One block will put us at 10. Okay, we're good. We're full blocking. Yeah, I think we're going to take 0 damage. Unmovable was a good choice, honestly, as my defensive card, essentially. Wait, why was that 18? Why did I gain 18 block? Wait. First time you gain block from a card, double the amount gained. 6. Dexterity 1. Nine? Why was it? Oh, because it got armamented. It got upgraded. Okay, that's where it was. No. I see. I'm sorry. My head was running it as a normal defend. It was the upgrade I missed. No, I got. I'm catching. Wait, no. I'm not doing exhaust cards though. We're playing around with block and vulnerable. Wait, no. Wait. This is a guaranteed win on exhausting, though. Wait, no. It's the Flame Barrier. Yeah, no, after that last round with Unmovable, that seeing how good Unmovable was is why I picked up Flame Barrier. But we have Charon's Ashes, which is a fucking guaranteed win. It's guaranteed. Fuck. Chill, lol. No, I will not chill. I'm so upset. Oh god, because I want to play around with all of his effects. Today's whole thing is playing around with all of his effects. And this like I'm not gonna get this now when I'm trying to force an exhaust run. Fuck. I'm so sad. I'm so sad now. Oh man, this is good. I'm never gonna see this card for the rest of the day today. You know, like Pommel Strike with armaments? Oh no, it's good with armaments. I just don't know if it's doing a ton for my deck. I don't have the cheapest cards in my deck right now, so Pommel Strike drawing into more cards isn't giving me more cards to play, really. It's quite often going to be reducing the number of cards I can play in a turn by the 1 mana. Is that right now I'm more mana restricted than draw restricted. I don't know if I'm guaranteed to get up to the mana level at this point. It feels like the Ironclad, unless you're doing the trading away health stuff, doesn't have a ton of ways to produce energy. Stacking Pommel Strikes with Hellraiser is very fun. Is Hellraiser the play every strike card? Well, full heal after this fight. I shouldn't burn the regen potion. I should hold on to it. I'm so upset we didn't get our power before this turn. Okay, we can do that. Then we want to put armament. Yeah, that'll be... Well, he's waking up this turn anyway. Yeah, no, I could see Pommel Strike with Hellraiser. I don't think, however, we're transitioning into a Hellraiser build at this point. Maybe we'll be offered it, but I don't think it's very likely, V. I don't think it's very likely this is gonna turn into the Hellraiser run. Oh my god, Unmovable and Armament are going so good together. Unmovable was a good choice. I just picked it up vaguely because I was upset I was only getting attacks up to that point. But it's doing good. It's doing real good. You'll be out of vulnerable next turns. We could Thunderclap. Yeah, we'll Thunderclap. We need to keep them vulnerable. Vulnerable's triggering a lot of our shit. Okay, 44. Ooh, with the 12. I was gonna say 44 I feel pretty confident I can chew through. We're gonna lose another strength. We do have 2 rocks. We're gonna gain a rock during our next fight. Honestly, we'll throw a rock. Bully, strike, strike. A solid. We're already upgrading most of our cards. Fiendfire would go so hard with Charon's Ashes. Juggernaut. Well, we're not gaining a lot of instances of block. We're gaining one big instance of block. So I think we Fiendfire. Alright, we'll fucking Fiendfire. Real problem, however, is Fiendfire is a 2 cost and Flame Barrier is a 2 cost. So if we get them both in our hand, we have to make a choice that turn. And this is not a good choice. Anytime these 2 cards overlap, we're losing out on what we want to do. Because what I want to do is Flame Barrier, then Fiendfire. If I could do that every round, essentially, that'd be insane. Double block gain from a card. Ooh. Yes. Yes, please. Let's find our maximum elites. I see a triple elite with a shop. See a shop into only a double elite. Yeah, it looks like triple elite with shop is our best option. We get a rest site. 1, 2, 3 events. All right, yeah, that's what we're doing. Does it mean 4x block every 3 turns? Someone's doing the math. Oh, and I forget. I actually do love Pale's Legion now because you get a guy. More important than anything else, you do get a little guy with you. Then he becomes a little wall. I'm so easily entertained. Movable. Into a defend. Into a thunderclap. Bully. We're full blocking. We're gonna get them both low. Because is this everyone? Yeah, everyone. So we get Fiendfire. Even without Fiendfire's damage, we just win. Two cards. And we're at 41 block. We didn't even get to Fiendfire's damage. It was all the ashes. God damn. Alright. Bloodletting. Interesting option for us. Bludgeon? Does Bludgeon do anything for us? If we had a Thrash, I would love to take Bludgeon. But not really, no. I think I'm going to take Bloodletting. I don't know how often I'm actually going to play it, but it gives us some options. This combat. But they're adding to your draw pile, not into your hand. Okay. I can't look at it upgraded. Does anybody know what upgraded Metamorphoses does? And I know some of you are going to say it's Metamorphosis. I think it's Metamorphoses. For all of my cockroach fans out there, you know what I'm saying. Upgrade's not bad. I'm real interested in this. You can check collection. I don't know if I've ever picked it up as the thing. I don't know if I've ever picked it up. It would have to be... It's a skill... Colorless. Does it get added? Yeah, I don't think I've ever taken it. Yeah, sorry, it's not in my collection. I've never taken it before. For no other reason should I take it so it's in the collection. Wait. How about maybe we'll read the story. We'll see if the story gives it. Spirit Grafter. Above, a cocoon is shaking and wriggling, about to burst forth. It stops wriggling. The cocoon ignites. What is going on? In a flash of light and flame, a spirit grafter rushes into you, threatening to merge with your being to become complete. Let it in or reject. Well, after that. Yeah, I'm adding it into the collection. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I don't even know if it'll be good, but we'll see. What is your upgrade? Oh! 5 random free attack. Alright. Understood. Thank you, little guy. That's rough, because next turn's his big block term. That seems hilarious, to be honest. The problem is you play it for, like, 2 mana, right? So you're not able to play a lot else on that turn. And then you have to wait to draw to the free cards, you know? I don't know why I played Unmovable. I think it's hard for me to fight the urge to play Unmovable. Wait, would they be free? Wait, would they be free? Okay, juggling might go hard here. Juggling might go crazy. Alright, our deck has become more chaotic than anything at this point. Oh, fuck. I don't think I'm seeing... We are seeing a shop. We are seeing a shop. Okay, do we smith? Yeah, we're gonna smith Mayhem, actually, over the Metamorphosis. Ooh. You... Wait. Full block, 4 damage, 16. This will deal 10, which is efficient for 1. Honestly, yeah, we have to play all of our attacks while he's at 1. While he's at 1 beehive, we have to play all of our attacks. And all of these that we get in exhaust will deal damage, in fact. Unmovable. Armament. Bash. Yeah, we just gotta play out until he's at 2 beehive. And Metamorphosis would be good here, actually, because it's also going to fill our hand a bit. He's at 2 beehive. I don't think strikes are worth it then. Oh, this one's gonna hurt. 51 HP. Mayhem, Thunderclap. 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, let's go. We could Perfect strike. Have I even added strikes? I haven't been. Well, Molten Fist. I thought it was strike for a second. Fiend Fire. Yeah, I think this is a big old nothing from here. Feed is hilarious. Feed is hilarious. And it's an exhaust. Fuck it. We could be a little... We're allowed to be a little goofy. Can't a guy just be a little goofy? We'll pick the one with the most health. Yeah, Fiend Fire is going to be our kill strike, I think. Because you're damage to all. We'll try to trim them all down so we can get a really good Fiend Fire, essentially. But I think our deck is a little too big for us to actually rotate through it multiple times. Ooh, this ain't so good. Metamorphosis. Or do another defend. I think we do another defend. Yeah, we gotta buckle down. We really gotta try to brace up. As soon as we get the Fiend Fire, we kind of got him, but ooh, that's not so good. Very not so good. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Wait, that's 14. 8. Oh fuck. Oh wait, that hits me as well. I see. Well, that's the run. Damn. Damn. I hate this relic. I've never gotten value out of beating Remnant, and I hate it so much.
Hey, you. You're finally awake.
Yeah.
You were trying to cross the border, right?
Thank you for the redeem fee. Thank you. I know. Yes, I'm dead. Alright, alright. That was our first run. We did quite a bit of trying to force out vulnerable at the beginning. We transitioned in the middle to doing vulnerable and block. And at the end, we were all over the place. We had vulnerable, we had block, we had exhaust, and nothing was super great. Transform, or a rare card and an injury. It's good in some fights, actually. Honestly, I think I got more so. Alright. Miracles, alright. Your choice. No. You pick exactly what we're doing. I think you're going to pick Strike, but I will pick whatever card you tell me to. Give it to me, Miracles. Start me off. You have to tell me which strike. No, which one? Which of these strikes has the good card in it? Feel it out. Put your hand up to the screen. Feel the energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. The first one. All right, number 1. What's in number 1? Listen. It's not bad at all. That's a good card. It sure is a little underwhelming with all the hype I put behind the transformation, though. Right, that's more of an underwhelming transform than anything. It's decent, yeah, no, it's true. But you kind of want to see a more insane card, right? I'm not the only one that's like, oh, I was really hoping it'd be a funnier card than that. That's undoubtedly the most boring card it could have been. We could double strike to remove you. We triple block. We full block, though, and they're not doing slime this turn? Honestly? Okay, because we'll get our Iron Wave. Double strike. We'll remove a slime. It's fine enough. Iron Wave, defend, strike, puts you to 15, so 3 strikes will kill you. We've only taken 1 damage this fight. Hell yeah. Okay, with Iron Wave, do we want to go crazy block? A really early perfected strike sets us up for a really good late game deck. Shrug it off plays really hard into the idea of us going into a block oriented deck. Either of these I think can work into a full run for us. What do y'all think? I want opinions here. Right, both of these right now set us up for something. I think all three are okay. I just think Tremble is the only one here that doesn't play into what we're setting up, right? Good card. I just feel like with starting with Iron Wave, I think we want to do either Perfected Strike or Shrug it off. All right, V. We got it. We'll go with the Shrug then. Oh, it's a skill, so I can't hit. I think we'll still put it on Shrug It Off. But for a second, I thought I could add 2 extra block to Iron Wave, which would be hilarious. All right. All right. I think we all see what's happening, right? We all see where this is going at this stage, yeah? We all see what our transform first card reward and first transformation option was. We all see what's gonna happen, right? We need Juggernaut, is what I'm saying. Yeah, it wasn't to be a block deck. He wants us to be a block deck. I manifest shield that shield dash. Also very, very good. True Grit and exhaust a card. Honestly, yeah, I think we can work with that. We know where we're going. And True Grit will help us get there, I think. I don't know if True Grit's desperately important to the end game on this, but it's gonna get us where we're going. What does upgrading? I don't think I almost ever take this. It just increases the block by 2. Boring. Understandable, but boring. I think we can all agree on that. Oh wait, no, I know what we need. We need the colorless card. There's the colorless card that unupgraded exhausts that all the block you have at the end of your turn carries over to next turn. But if you upgrade it, it doesn't exhaust anymore. And if you, say, do a lot of deck exhausting and get it down to being in your hand every other turn, it's functionally permanent. So I think the plank shit, yeah, the card that's a plank. You got me, Miracles. You understand what I'm on about. Well, we have no AoE. Nah. We know what we're doing. We're not getting baited into thinking anything except for what we're going for. Oh, brilliant. Unfortunately, obviously, not permanent, but still hilarious. So wait, does this add just to the number of times that's going to trigger? I think so. I think we need scaling. Well, we do need some form of damage. The thing is, I'm looking for either Juggernaut or Shield Bash to really do it, you know? if we never get those, we're pretty fucked. But, you know, I feel like that's just sort of broadly true. Like, with what our entire setup has been, if we never get anything to make use of all this block, we are pretty fucked. Nah, this bird was never gonna... I was at full HP. That bird ain't never gonna be the thing. Demon form or armament? Armament is insane efficiency. Demon form gives us our pocket win con if the armor doesn't work. I'm starting to feel a little nervous, so we'll go for it. We're going for it, but it's just because I'm feeling nervous. And to be fair, we're not about to have any heals. We're gonna go into 2 elites and 0 heals, so we already might be a little cooked. We already might be cooked. I will be on. 8, no block coming at. Nah, sorry, demon form. You're a little too slow for us, honestly. For a normal fight, for a normal enemy fight, yeah, that's just not gonna work. Okay, we got the vulnerable guy out, and obviously we still have Slime Boy, but then it should be fine, depending on when the damage comes in. Okay, we'll be back up to 42, so as long as we don't die here, I think this is a wash, essentially. I think we've taken 6, and we're going to heal 6. That's True Grit. I'm just full blocking. We'll just let this charge up. Yeah, I mean, for durable enemies that outscale our block. Yeah. We're going to take the slime out. Less than about getting the draw, just trying to narrow things down to the attacks again. Because what, we're going to be at 6 strength? Really had to hit our block card. 1 in 3 chance of hitting the block card, and it did it. Damn, -1 health from a normal fight. Okay. Yeah, sure, feel no pain mixes in well. Oh. Okay. You know what? That's an okay opener against this dude. I forgot this guy existed. I forgot Worm Frog existed. What do you call him? Frog Parasite. Yeah, okay. Ooh, do you even have exhaust cards? Well, yeah, we have the True Grit. You remember True Grit? Oh, okay, True Grit. Yeah. Alright. The frog might get us, y'all. The frog might get us. We already have 6 infections. Alright, we have 5 infections. Thank you, True Grit. But we're at 8 strength as well. Oof. I feel no pain. Because then we don't draw feel no pain anymore. We're blocking. We're over blocking. Yeah, we'll feel no pain. We're gonna be at 12, so our 6 damage strikes are up to 18, so we can one-shot almost any of the... Oh, you're one short. Wait, 17 still works. 17... 20. We take 1 damage. We're good. We're solid. We're good. I think we've got it. Well, actually, we aren't guaranteed an attack. Oh, that's rough. That is a rough draw. Yeah, I don't know if that could have been... Oh, there's all the attacks. Hi. I think that was about as bad of a draw as we could have gotten, is the thing. No, like if we had something that did like double our current strength or something, we could make use of that. Ooh, bellows. I definitely shouldn't do this. I want everyone to know, I agree. We shouldn't be doing this fight. Feel no pain, true grit. Yeah, we're just gonna go all out. Just this once, I think. Jeez, you're insane. Hey, man. Hey. That's true. So what is he, 23 damage, right? Oh, hi, Demon Form. You're a little late to the party. I do appreciate you showing up, though. Not using you. Okay. So you're 23. We're at 6. You would be 12, which puts us at 18. Do together all of it. Upgraded strike for 10 puts you at 28. Battle Trance gives you... You're not at 10 yet. 23... You have 10? I don't want to hit the upgraded strike, but I do want to gain all of the slows. Alright, that's fine. 19. Okay. It's 1 HP, so he's at 17. Oh no. 8. Plus vulnerable is 50% more. Boom, baby. Boom, baby. Alright. Okay. Please don't be a fight. Fuck me. That's real rough. That's real rough. That is that. I think we gotta eat the damage, because if we don't get this going, we're never gonna get it going this fight. That right there was about as bad as we could have had for what event to get. What did you expect, though? I don't know. A random event? Not the only event that could kill us? There's a lot of events in this game, and 99% of them would not be able to kill us. Do I die? Not quite. Fuck you guys. Get fucked, nerds. He puts us at 18, which is all your damage. Hell yeah. Do I get Feel No Pain out? No, we'll get it out. It's in the way of our draw, and it'll make our True Grit do more whenever we draw it. Only 13. That should be relatively easy for... Hell yeah. Alright, yeah. Well, I'm glad I played Demon Form right off the bat now. 24, 21. Yeah, that's not quite enough. Yeah, we'll just focus on the block, I think. Oh, wait, we're already over? Yeah, so we'll rampage. Next turn kill. Got it. We're good. We're good. Miracles, you've no faith in me. I don't know what I've done for you to have zero faith in me. It's fine. We're doing fine. And we'll pocket that. We'll pocket that to work with our demon form. And look, we get a rest. We're bringing 370 gold into a shop. There's a few things to consider here. There are a few things to consider here. Yeah. Ham leaning memberships. We might as well. It's a good potion. This is an interesting card. I don't think our deck works with it. We don't have a bunch of free cards. But here's the thing. Here's the thing I'm thinking about. I understand. Y'all might not see the vision. And I'm not going to mention the vision because very likely I'm going to be wrong about this guy of all the fuckers. Ooh. I just got by draw order. Let's see here. You're swinging at 16. We have pen nib. That'll only be 9. You're gonna block at least a little bit. Fill in the deck with random shit. Why not? No, it's not random shit. You don't get it. You don't see the vision. The vision is about turning us into a block exhaust deck. Because now, if I feel no pain, Iron Wave, and then True Grit. 50-50. 50-50 chance. Ooh. Ooh, this game. Ooh, this game trying to get me. This game doing everything in its power to make the draw be where it fucks me. 7. Through grit. Oh, and it hit the infection. Hell yeah. Shrug it off into a block. We're going to strike the 18s. Now it's at 12, so it's only 2 strikes from death. We're going to get 1 more turn of Toric, I think. So 1 turn of 7 gets us 1 free hit. Demon mode? I don't think we demon mode. Oh god, that was super divided. Damn. So this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt, but it'll be okay. We're turning around. Y'all see. You'll see the vision. Because next turn, the 2 attackers are below 16 HP. Which means we take infection. Then all we need to do is draw 2 attacks. Any 2 attacks, and we've got this. We did not draw 2 attacks. Okay. But we're fine. We are just fine. And you had no faith in me, Miracles. You had no faith in me. Ridiculous. Oh god, is this the nature spirit deer? Alright, this is gonna be... Well, we're gonna start the fight with Red Skull active, which is definitely a good thing and not a bad thing. And none of you better tell me that this is a bad thing. We have a Pocket Fiendfire in our deck now with a lot of our exhaust stuff. That could be pretty okay. Shrug it off for the block. We could True Grit, but I want to start the Rampage charging. Hey, because none of the cards I added were random. All of them had to do with exhausting cards. Like, you didn't even notice that this is an exhaust card, this is an exhaust card, this is an exhaust card, this is an exhaust card. They were all relevant to each other. You're being ridiculous. Alright, Demon Form, your timing is impeccable as always. 22 coming in. Oh wait, I got none of my defensive cards. GG. I got none of the exhaustion and none of the defensive cards. It was a bit too late to pivot. I think it was a strong pivot. I feel like I got roasted by card draw most that game. All right, y'all. All right, we've got one more run in me, I think, before I gotta call it. So we're gonna go one more time with the Ironclad. We're gonna dedicate ourselves. What have we tried so far? We've tried Vulnerable Focused. We've tried... You know what? Let's go goofy with it. Let's do the large capsule. We'll begin. Unsettling Lamp. Ooh, and the Centennial Puzzle. So we've tried going Vulnerable Focus. We've tried going Block Gain Focus. We've tried mixing in Exhaust multiple times. I think what that means is our last major archetype to explore has got to be the life drain run style stuff, right? I feel like that's what it's gotta be. We've gotta go for the life drain. Especially with the Centennial Puzzle. Centennial Puzzle gives us some interesting... Oh, Lamp doubles the first debuff. So when we did 2 vulnerable, we actually did 4. I meant to do the strike. He's not getting blocked next turn. He'll still be vulnerable. It's fine. Yeah, so this is an interesting one. Honestly, that plays itself very well into vulnerable build. You know what? We haven't played with this one today. We're going to play with Unrelenting today, since we haven't played with it today. 5 random cards are a colorless. Let's leech? What do you mean? You want us to share the knowledge with the leech? Is that what you're saying, Miracles? I don't know, I kind of like colorless. Colorless gives you the most interesting cards. You want to share knowledge? No, leech off. Alright. Wait. Oh. Prowess is interesting. Now, we're doing Flash of Steel. And the main reason I go Flash of Steel is there are several cards in this game that the moment I see them, the only thing I'm ever thinking of from that point onward is the potential of getting the clone effect. Because if we could clone Flash of Steel, we're going to have a very fun end of the run. Flash of Steel is never bad. Majority-wise, I agree. It's a very good card. I can immediately, though, think of, like, the Beehive guy. Instantly is a problem for Flash of Steel. Factor Strike. You know, let's grab a Bloodletting. Let's grab a Bloodletting. Yay! Buff Flash of Steel. Now, what do I want? I want the Enchanted Lighter now to give Flash of Steel even more damage. Then I want to upgrade it and get the Cannon to give Flash of Steel even more damage. I could have double struck. I could have double struck instead of doing a block. I was too nervous. Yeah, but what I mean is it's never bad to add one to the deck. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, there's obviously the instance of, if you, like me, are always hunting elites, then it is in the back of your mind. There's always the chance I'm going to see a specific elite. Nearly guaranteed. Yeah, I gotta remember, I have Centennial Puzzle with the energy gain. Goes so hard. I'm starting to think Unrelenting is a very neutral card. Like, I think it's good to have. Like, efficiency-wise, where is it? So Strike is 6. Unrelenting's 12. 12 for 2, and then a free card? So if I have this and a Strike, it's equal to 3 strikes. Yeah, Unrelenting's super efficient. Obviously, they want you to run it with things like the really expensive attacks, but I'm saying just default. I think it's efficient enough to use on 1 mana attacks. Okay, we're gonna Bloodletting to get all of this. Bash, 1 block, or... Yeah, he's got way too much health. I don't want to get in... I don't want to start at 6 infection. Starting at 3 infection is bad enough. Unrelenting. Strike. Alright. Flash of Steel. Oh, that's... I was really hoping for one more attack. Damn. Did we Centennial? We already Centennialed, right? Yeah. Oh, hi. Is that 100% of the infections in my deck? That's real cool. It's real cool that my opening hand was all of my infection. That... Honestly, if I lose this fight at this point, it is exclusively because of that one draw order. That draw alone might have cooked me. Hey, Daga, meanwhile, me with flat cannon converting each infection into 8 damage, that is fair. But unfortunately, today is our dedicated Ironclad day. So we were never going to get flat cannon, Daga. But how you doing, my guy? How's your week been? This is rough. This is real rough. Oh my god, this frog. Yeah, that one draw turn fucked me over so hard. All of them? I'm getting all of my infections on one turn every time. That is insane. I mean, you could get Splash. I guess that's true. There's Splash, and there is the one event, right? Trying to remember the event. But there is one event that is, that gets you 3 cards, right? From one of 3. Does it change which 3 it is? Because there's 5 now. So if you're 1, and you're picking from 3, then that means 1's not included. Alright, this bird might kill me. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. This bird might get my ass. Okay, we at 11. He's at 17. He's got 6 vulnerable. We got him. We got him. Just barely. We're good. And, ooh, double card, not relic. Okay. Mokinesis, sort of a... Do any of these actually work? Well, honestly, high damage. I think we go Cinder. Do I mix Unmovable in? I'm feeling like I'm not getting the defensive value I need. It gives us high defense without actually adding a card for every draw. I think, yeah, I think we're going to mix Unmovable. Ooh, God, that's good with Flash. It's so good with Flash of Steel. Can we get a heal? Can we... You know what? Fine, we'll lose the gold. Ooh! Slurp. Slurp. Okay, we're gonna start with Bloodletting, start with Tremble. Flash of Steel. Then defend to maximize our slow, then strike, then strike, then strike. Alright, 70 health turn 1 isn't insane. $29 health, turn 2 with 6 vulnerable is, though. Because we can Unrelenting, Bash, 0 damage. I might have been able to do more efficient for something there, you know? I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Double vulnerable. We're building a lot of vulnerable, and then this card gets out of our deck. I think I'll do it, actually. I'm being too goofy. I'm being too goofy right now. I acknowledge that. I want you all to know I acknowledge I'm being too goofy right now. But we're getting a lot of goofy offerings. Or the cards from different characters' event. Yeah, that was the one I was talking about. Right, we're going to get hit pretty hard here, but we've got him at 5 vulnerable. 5 turns is pretty much where we're at. We've already got our unmovable. Molten Fist is at 8 vulnerable. Shit, but I don't have Stampede yet. And Stampede is pretty expensive. Oh, wait. Ooh, this is bad. This is real bad. I need some defense, please. This counts. Yeah, that counts as defense, sure. We can do a bit with Ashen, right? We've got quite a bit of, like, self-exhaust happening. We have Molten Fist, Cinder, Tremble, Feed. Though I think that's as deep as I want to go into Juggernaut. Impervious. Fiendfire. I'm just letting the heart of the card speak to me at this point. I'm not building anything at this stage. At this stage, I'm just feeling the vibes, y'all. And I need you guys to understand and be okay with that. That's all we are. All we are is the vibes. And the vibes are terrifying right now. And I understand that. I understand and acknowledge that the vibes are terrifying. We're spamming out attacks. I think Stomp actually works really well for spam attack builds. I'm okay with it, but I don't think the Ironclad will be okay. He might. He could be. So we start with a Bloodletting, which will draw a lot. Shin Sky, strike, 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 stomp. Good turn 1. I think that was a good turn 1. Skipping a battle trance for stomp. Was that the stomp turn? Was that a different turn? Ringing is gonna hurt. Ringing's gonna hurt real bad, so we need to try to do everything on this turn. We're not doing everything on this turn. Unmovable will help us survive the ringing a little bit, because it'll make the one block we play be really good. Yeah, so about that one block we're going to play. I'm gonna just do this to rotate the whole deck again. Fuck me. Ringing isn't until he does it, right? It's not like every other turn. Yeah, he's got to do the ringing. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Ashen Strike, Stomp. He's gonna ring us. So I have a pretty high chance of seeing a block. We're gonna do the block, which deals a little bit of damage. Okay, so 9, 18, 27. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to. Because, like, we'd get the extra 6 from this, but we were still gonna be, like, 10 damage short. But I think we got him. I think we're fine. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. I was almost on the ropes. We weren't quite on the ropes yet, but we were about to be. Ooh. Here's the thing. We do be stacking up a lot of vulnerable. We do be spamming out a lot of attacks. And I have no AoE, right? We have no AoE. We have Stomp. I think... Okay. All right, all right, all right. This deck will immediately pop off if we get the clone. This is the right dude. There's what, 5 options he has, and we see 3 of them? Okay. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Clone, clone, clone. Oh. 1 extra draw is close, but it's not really what I wanted. Damn it. Damn. God damn. We would have had it. We would have had it. I'm not super confident now. I'm not super confident. We'll see. We'll definitely see. There's some things that could happen, but okay, we'll take a Burning Pact. Burning Pact works. I'm gonna hit. Oh, I've got a route with a bunch of shops on it. All right, we'll take 1 removal. What do I want to remove? Just a normal strike, I think? 2 removal wouldn't have been bad. I would have been pretty okay. Well. With us doing the immovable, gaining double value from our blocks. Burning Pact on the strike. Ooh, I was praying for the clone option because it would have been funny for you to realize it doesn't work with Flash of Steel. Because I already enchanted it with Sharp. You, sir, the fact that you didn't warn me about that. Rude. Rude. That's you. You're rude, Miracles. So you're gonna bludgeon for something. What was it? For the Stampede. No, I'm gonna just do Inflame. We're more so spamming attacks than really trying to get individual good hit. Oh, I want Fisticuffs. Oh, I want Fisticuffs and Kunai. No, there's no way we're getting both, though. Fuck. Fisticuffs would be insane with Kunai. I think I gotta do Kunai over Fisticuffs, though. Fuck. Oh, that Spider removing a card for money. Oh. That son of a bitch. Absolute asshole. And then we can ultimate, and let's burn. Honestly, I want to burn the bloodletting. Yeah, let's burn off the bloodletting. Okay, we've got a lot coming in. Flash of Steel. I think I'm a bash, gets 1 energy back. Molten Fist puts us at 14. Then 1 defend. Oh, right. Unfortunate. Well, we're not eating him. I guess that's fine. 2, 3. I got the Kunai and the... God, what is it? Oh, if we could get Shuriken, Kunai, and Kusarigami, I don't care if I lose at that point. That's just funny. I think we all need to acknowledge that that would just be funny. I think I just have to full block this turn. Looked it up to be sure. The Parl has 3 pools to pick from. 3 options for the first, 4 for the second, and 3 for the third. The clone being in the second pool, so you've got a 1 in 4 chance. Oh, damn. So my next attack is free. Stomp gets cheaper. Conflagration gets cheaper. Cinder might exhaust one of them. So we're not going to do Cinder. We're going to do Strike for free. Flash of Steel is already free. Then we Ashen Strike, which makes Stomp free. Then we can oh. Just as I planned. 1, 2. For Brand. And I'm going back to the first card reward because I'm now thinking there's 1 card in there that would have been insane. Let's go for it, because we're going to get Dominate. Yeah, we're doing Dominate. I'm a Smith. Matt Smith. And we're going to make some of these power cards a little cheaper. And I think I'm going to take the rest. Even though smithing would be good, we're going to take the rest. We're going to do 2 boss fights. And then the oh, you. I should have known. Alright, but I think we can kill him before he even goes to bees, too. Let's be fair. Stampede. 1-2 punch. Bloodletting. Cinder? Oh, Feed wouldn't quite get it. It'll put him within kill zone, so it'll be fine. Oh, wait, right. Oh, if I had done the other way, Stampede would have hit Feed and it would have been perfect. Damn. I fucked up. I fucked up. That's on me. That's 100% my bad. Let's go. Alright, what does upgrading Pyre do? I'm probably gonna... No, I don't need a heal. 2 energy. Next 2 attacks. More card. There's a lot I could upgrade. There's a lot of good upgrades here. I will be honest. I don't know what to do. A lot of them would be good. I think Pyre and 1-2 would be the best. Inflame is obviously good. Oh, fuck. We're doing 1-2 punch. We have Kunai, we have Kusarigama. It's 1-2 punch. No, I get you. I agree. Pyre would have been amazing, but I think 1-2 punch just does flatly more. Damn. I would like to Juggernaut and defend this turn. I think I have 1 too many powers in my deck. I might be a little too in love with powers. Well, he stomped him pretty good. So we've got Unrelenting, which gets us a freebie. We have Ultimate with Unstoppable, which will be fine. It's Ultimate, Inflame, Quick Strike. And let's make sure we full block. Yeah, and we can let a lot of this run itself, essentially. Oh, it was 1 off from full block. That's fine. One-two punch. The Molten Fist? Okay, we're gonna take out, I think, the double striking guy. Yeah, because that'll reduce the most damage. Unfortunately, we are taking a lot here, but it will be okay. So we're gonna eat this guy. If Cinder would hit... Okay, if we can Cinder and Conflagration, we're fine. But if Cinder hits Conflagration... Okay, we're good. We're good. We're fine. Everything's fine. Oh, Varash. There's no reason to get 2 pyres, right? Like, if we had ice cream, maybe? Oof. I'm getting too many powers, but I think it's gonna be hilarious. Oh, ornamental fan. That would have been nice. Ugh. A lot of good options. A lot of good options. Why not? Means you should be able to play everything each turn. Yeah. Let's go. What is upgrading you? Makes you 0. That's solid. Juggling. Innate. That's pretty good. Crimson is 10 block. I think we're going to do Stratagem upgraded. Okay, we're going to 1-2 punch. Unrelenting. Gonna Bloodletting, which is gonna get us the draw. Sets us up for Immovable. Flash of Steel. And then Conflagration. Hell yeah, that was almost 1/3 of his health turn 1. Against the big fucking Pitworm, that's good. Want a Frantic Escape and a block and a strike. Would have liked to bash, but I can't pass the runaway buttons every time. I will get absolutely cooked if I dodge the runaway buttons whenever they happen. Stratagem is free. Tremble gets out of my deck. Molten Fist. Okay, Juggling, Molten Fist. Okay, so we're now set up the 3rd attack. We get an additional copy. So we want to make sure we know what our 3rd attack is gonna be. Okay. This is not so good. This is not so good. I wanted Flash of Steel to be my 3rd attack, but it's definitely not going to be my 3rd attack now. There's not going to be a 3rd attack. Understood. Well, I need to run away. Not a great draw. That was not a great draw turn. And that was like 3 of my Frantic Escapes, so I'm not going to have a lot of Frantic Escapes. Okay, we're doing okay, though. We're doing okay. Got 2 turns to do 103 damage. Need that extra turn. That's a 3rd, so that's gonna Kunai Kursarigama. Alright, I think we got him. Wait, can I... You're vulnerable? 19 times 2. Oh, wait. Okay. 1-2 punch. Strike. Feed. We're eating the Insatiable. Oh my god. No, feeding on the Insatiable should have an extra effect. I'm sorry. Feeding on the Insatiable should 100% have an additional effect, because that's too funny. Oh no, the doors. The doors are coming. We're going goofy. We're going crazy. We're going unstoppable right now. 1 elite into a heal, 2 elite into a heal, shop, elite, heal. That seems really good. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go far left. Let's get it. Inflame, Unrelenting, Cinder, Strike. Alright, we're charging up. Did you add barrier? I might have. Why? Why you asking, Miracle? Why are you looking at me like that, Miracles? Calm down. Homie, stop looking at me like that. You make me feel nervous. Look, he is 24 vulnerable. Can I eat you? Hold on. I want to eat you. Can I get you low enough to eat? 22. Yes! Oh, delicious. Delicious. This is why I always have to fight the urge to add a feed into a deck, because I like the mini game. I love the mini game of getting feed at the right time, you know? We have Stomp, so we can, I think, just wipe them turn 1. We're gonna Bloodletting. Oh, right, my first card's played twice. Could I have just played Stomp? Maybe. Okay, so we're gonna Tremble you. Dominate you. Stomp is now 33? Okay, so then we can Bash, Strike, Stomp. Easy. Now, unfortunately, we gave up 3 more health than I meant to, so we gave up 3, gained 3. Oh, Pommel Strike. There, I got a Pommel Strike, Miracles. Are you happy with me now? Wait. So the first card we play is going to get played twice? Alright, shit's goofy. Wait, no, with Curse Origami and Kunai, having a Stampede is actually really good. Okay, we're gonna Immovable, we're gonna Burning Pack the Barricade. Because I need a block card. We didn't get a block card. Hey, y'all. Y'all, we didn't get a block card. Ooh, I need more block cards. Don't you point at me, you slimy mofo. Okay, Juggernaut. Ultimate Defend doubled. Puts us over. So let's Tremble to get it out of the deck. And then 1-2 punch. So if we 1-2 punch, Flash of Steel, Pommel Strike, feed. Yes! Oh, we're gonna get to 100 HP. I believe in me. Sprite? Wait, Sprite could work, but meh. 17 to all for free. What's our rate of exhaustion? How many cards have we been exhausting? It's mostly been powers, actually, over exhaustion. We have Tremble, which self-exhausts. We have Feed, which self-exhausts. And then we have Cinder, which exhausts other things, but it's actually not going crazy. None of you are blocks. Yeah, we're ignoring it. I need more defensive cards. I'm in a desperate need for defensive cards. Can I make Flash of Steel my 3rd attack? I burn Feed? No, I can't. Oh, oops. Didn't mean to do it that way, but okay. Maybe if I draw a Stomp? We didn't draw a Stomp. Okay, we're just gonna stack Vulnerable in case we get Dominate, so we can farm this dude for 9 strength. No, I was 1 mana short, because if I had done Bash and then Feed... Well, okay, no, I could have. I could have pulled it off. No, you're right. I could have. So we're gonna have Stomp and Conflagration. But if I strike, Stomp becomes free. So yeah, we're gonna strike, Stomp, Conflagurate. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. Do we Juggernaut? No, I think I'm gonna burn off Juggernaut. Good to Inflame. Fly too vulnerable, gain... Yeah, we'll do it that way. It's very little strength, but it's still, like, charging up. And there wasn't a way for us to do more than that. What we lose Dexterity. That's okay. If I 1-2 Cinder is 34. Yeah, 1-2 Cinder. fucking gets his ass. No, what I need is Mummified Hand. I need the Mummified Hand relic. Hey, that's a block. We can work with Colossus, especially since we like perma vulnerable people. Unrelenting Stomp. Colossus is a cool effect. I really like Colossus as an effect. I'm a little sad there's like literally only one card that does it, but I still really like it. Well, that's goddamn rough draw. Fire, Stampede. Just play all the powers, I guess. And we'll trade a little bit of health to set ourselves up. Right, we're at 14, so basically Colossus is always going to be worth it. Oh, that's rough. Alright, I think we're going to burn all our potions to kill him this turn. But I think if I 1-2 punch, duplicate, bash... Yeah, that was good. That was good. Shrug it off for Battle Trance. I think shrug it off. I think... no, maybe it should have been Battle Trance. I'm so mixed on that one. If we have Pyre going, then I think it's obviously Battle Trance. Alright, let's go. Wait, this one's actually going to be kind of goofy, I think. Alright. It's one of the best knuckle-headed cards for Ironclad. Battle Trance, yeah, for knuckle-headed, I do agree. Okay, Stratagem. Unmovable. Shrug it off. Stampede. Right, I think I have all of my powers played. No, we don't have Pyre. We do not have Pyre. Oh, there's Pyre. Right, but we're gonna Colossus. Pyre. You fuck you with your 40 damage. I don't give a shit about 40 damage. What do we want? In our opening hand here... I think 1-2 punch to Flash of Steel. Bash. Tremble. There we go. We got through all the artifact. That's fine. Gonna put burns in our hand, but we're gonna gain how much block here? Okay, that's fine. We're gonna burn one of the burns. 16, 24. 36. Damn, it hit feed. That's okay. I'm really just trying to narrow my deck a little bit to try to get Colossus to be in my hand for his big strike, but it's definitely not going to be. So we might get an ultimate block. Oh, no. Wait. Oh, no. Right, luckily we still gain, like, infinite block every turn, and we have it all carrying from Barricade, but damn. Okay. Shrug it off. Ashen Strike. Yay! Hey, Blood Vial, that's funny. Under no circumstances should I do this. For any of you watching me, none of you should ever do that. Getting a second copy of Unmovable is not a reasonable choice anyone should ever make. None of you do this ever, okay? It doesn't matter what happens for the rest of this game. I need all of you to acknowledge you should never do what I'm doing right now. I mean, the first 2 cards, not 4 times, have tried it before. Stratagem Crimson, what am I at? We want Unmovable. Stratagem's free. Really upset I didn't get any of my block cards in this hand. Honestly, I think we're just gonna fucking full play for the most part. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Alright, we're okay. We're okay. It's Barricade. Shrug it off. Flash of Steel. We're gonna do that even though we're not getting the value out of it. Get it out of our hand. Tremble. Ultimate Defend. Dominate. Conflagration. There we go. Okay. Second Unmovable. We're gonna shrug it off. Ultimate block. Flash of Steel. Alright, we trade away like half of our health bar to do what I'm doing. But it is very fun to do what we're doing. Alright, let's heal up. We got one more elite fight we gotta get through. And that strawberry put us over 100. Hell yeah. Alright, let's go. Need more Juggernaut? I don't know about more Juggernaut. Listen, I understand that I've been being very goofy. Alright, so we're gonna have Colossus. We're gonna have Conflagration. How many attacks? Alright, a little bit rough for me on the attacks. Let's go ahead and Colossus, which puts me over what I need for block. A lot of shit's gonna be exhausted unless I could kill this dude this turn. I don't think I can do it. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We just accept that's happening, but we set ourselves up to long-term this fight. Because we are now at 5 strength already. Oh no, not my upgrades. Bitch. Okay, you dead, you swinging, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we're not losing our cards, that's fine. We got the spikes that I bought, which I think was a good choice. Okay. Juggernaut Stampede. Set ourselves up to start passively doing everything. Is Juggernaut to everybody? Random enemy. Alright, so we're gonna feed No, her armament defend 35. What the fuck, girl? What? What the fuck? When does this bitch hit that hard? That's goddamn wild. I was not expecting her to come in that hard. Alright, so we're against the doors. This is gonna be a rough fight. I hope y'all are ready for this one, because this one's gonna be very rough. Of all the final bosses to get for our final run today, this is not the one I'm looking forward to. What's really sad is I think actually all that vulnerable gets wiped on this. Yeah, it does, damn. Well, we're gonna have a powdered demise. I can Colossus, I can Unmovable. Well, powers don't matter for being exhausted, right? Bloodletting, I'm fine with that. I want to hold on to my Colossus for longer. So let's Burning Pact. I know that means we lose Burning Pact now, but... do I eat 30? I really wanted to get a vulnerable on him to get more value out of, like, my Colossus. We also have Pyre now. We're gonna eat 30. It's real rough, but I don't know. Like, Pyre is such an important setup, I think. That's just can't draw more. That's fine. Well, damn, because we had Shrug It Off. Alright. Okay, still, we got a full rotation of attacks. We did full block him. You're the energy one, right? Whenever we play something, we lose energy. Ooh, that's rough for a different reason. I don't want to get Barricade out. Alright, I think, did we full block with a little extra, and we have Barricade. Now, you're our exhaust guy, so we have to consider that. So power is all good. I think that's fine. I don't think I desperately need any of those cards long term. Ah, shit, you're the I can't draw any more cards guy. It's actually very mean. That's actually very mean. Because I have Steel. We have Ashen Strike, so we want to 1-2 Ashen Strike, since we can't draw anyway. So can I taunt Colossus? 1-2 Ashen Strike? Fucking hell yeah. Yeah, I think that has been the first time beating Remnant has actually done much value for me. This boy really struggles to convince me he's okay until you get to a final boss. G fucking G, y'all. What an insanely stupid final run to win with. Absolute idiocy going beginning to end, y'all. I want to thank you all for coming and hanging out with me today. I had a fun ass fucking Friday with y'all. Remember, if you ever are in need of me during the week while I'm at work, we do have a YouTube channel where we got shorts. All the live streams are saved in the live section, and I have old edited videos that I don't recommend. I hope you all have a good evening, good night, good rest of your weekends. I'll see you all tomorrow where we're picking up with playing Pragmata. We had just left off finishing up the 3rd zone, so we'll be moving into the 4th tomorrow. So we'll see what happens there. Remember, I love you all. I'll see you all as soon as possible. And hope you take care. Bye-bye.